Guys, I feel massively gaslighted. I feel like I am insane and like I am not remembering things correctly, so I had to go back and look. People are saying that I'm only eating on camera because of Tommy.
And you gaslight your audience and mistreat others. Okay, let's say I do gaslight my audience. Who cares? Who cares?
Amberlynn did not shower.
Hello, my favorite girly pops. In today's video, we are talking about the one, the only, the most entertaining, riveting YouTuber, Amberlynn Reid. She is the most popular girl in school. Everybody just loves her. I don't know if you know, but she's a TikTok internet sensation, and she told us 17 times, so it must be true. Today, we're going to be talking about some Amberlynn Reid drama, or My Name Isn't Bob, Wilbur. None of those are my names. Okay, so Amberlynn posted a video titled Being Gaslit by Everyone. Yeah, that's a great thumbnail as you gaslight your own audience. Girls, this is a wonderful time to be alive. The time has come when Amberlynn Reid says that she's in a relationship but is still eating onions. Yeah, go put some more onions on your chili. The best part is you could have been eating pineapple, but you're stuck with onions and you're claiming you're still in a relationship. Girls, it's a wonderful time to be alive. Yes, more onions in the chili, Amber. In this video, she actually confirmed what people have been speculating about her relationship, as well as she not only is, by her lack of defending her girlfriend, she not only confirms something, but she feels that her YouTube audience are gaslighting her. My main question is, I thought that they were your friends, Amby. So recently, Amberlynn has been saying that she gets paid to talk to her friends and her audience are her friends, and I've explained that they are not. So now that, in my opinion, you haven't had that TikTok new following that you got to come to YouTube, that was the whole plan. She wanted her TikTok following to come to YouTube, and then they didn't, so now we're not her friends anymore. Now we're gaslighters. Rinse, lather, delulu. So yes, Amberlynn is complaining about her audience for gaslighting her, when in reality, it is her gaslighting the audience. What a wonderful time to be alive, girls. I feel like a girl of 2021 again. You know, Amberlynn Reid is my favorite YouTuber. She is riveting. She's the most popular girl in school, and I just love her. Let's have a moment of silence for the gaslighting to begin. Oh, the moment is over because your audience has never gaslit you, but you, you are the most popular girl in school, Amby. Do you see my Kermit over here? Now ask yourself this question, or maybe you have asked yourself this question. Do I want a Kermit? Have I ever thought about getting a little evil one? Well, this is my affiliate link to buy one. If you want to purchase one, you go there. If you do use my link, or when it ships, when it comes to your house, the Kermit, let me know so I can be excited for you. All right, we're going to get into all the drama. First, I'd like to have a moment of silence for the shock to set in that Amberlynn Reid is in drama. Up, the moment of silence never happened because it didn't exist, because she's always in drama. I personally think, you know, somebody told me in the comment section that I need to stop telling Amberlynn what to do. Honey, do you see this, Kermit? Thank you. I think Amberlynn Reid should be making drama videos every day, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, everything I am saying is just for entertainment purposes only, not meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. I'm sharing my own opinions, not facts, based on publicly accessible information, first made public by public figures. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments, entertainment purposes only. Okay, so in Amber's new video, she is saying that she is being gaslit by everyone. This is rich coming from you when you literally admitted that you gaslight your audience. If you don't know what gaslighting means,
Let's say I do gaslight my audience. Who cares? Who cares?
it's when a person uses a manipulation technique by making the other person question their sanity of what they know to be true, and to keep gaslighting, aka saying that, you know, also known as saying that what they're thinking or what they're feeling isn't true. That's how they're making you question your sanity. It's a manipulation technique. Amberlynn does this all the time. You want some examples? Her continuously saying that her ex's wifey's name was not what we all know it to be, that she was dating two different women. That's gaslighting. We all knew the tea. Then she admitted she was a lie. Okay. So not only does Amberlynn gaslight her audience and admitted to doing that before, this video is very interesting. She feels gaslit by her audience because she's saying that people are saying that she is eating for Tommy. And she shows a lot of her videos where it's very evident that she's always eaten in her videos. Before we go any further with this, this is a very clear confirmation of who Tommy is by you. The allegations against Tommy are out there due to, the pictures that Tommy had posted on the internet in the past. Amberlynn said it wasn't true, but recently she's been clearly admitting that it is true. And I'm going to tell you how. Why didn't Amberlynn say in this video, Tommy is not a you-know-what? Tommy isn't interested in seeing me eating at all. She would never get interested in that. She would never like that. Why isn't she saying that? Wouldn't that be the first thing that she should say? She clearly confirms the situation is what people believe. If I was doing a video that I was being gaslit by my audience that, I was eating for my partner, the first thing I would say is clear my partner's name and say my partner isn't like that. The fact that she never bothers to say, oh, Tommy's not like that, even whether I eat or not, it doesn't matter to her. That says everything I need to know. That is the most important thing about her video. Let's talk about this alleged gaslighting. Okay, it is a matter of fact that Amberlynn has eaten on camera many, 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 many times, and her whole career she has been eating on camera way before she met Tommy. She's not lying about that. That is true. That does not mean that people are gaslighting you. I mean, the audacity here of a person that literally gaslights, manipulates, and has been lying to her audience for years to say that others are gaslighting her. Here's why they're not gaslighting her. Now, this next part is going to require a little bit of knowledge of the Amberlynn Reid lore. I've been watching her since she really started getting popular. I think I started watching her around 2018, 17, somewhere like this. So if you don't know this lore, it's okay. I will tell you what's going on. When she first started doing mukbangs that really started getting a lot of views and subscribers and money for her, yes, it's true that she used to act really over the top with her mukbangs, and she shows this in the video that she talks about, the gaslighting video. She shows that, she would take a shish kebab and be over the top with it. Yeah, she used to eat in an over the top way, 100%. Then YouTube really kind of started changing their policies. As you know, right now, she's had numerous videos removed because it is not within the guidelines. You're not allowed to promote. And what's happened after that, but even before that, listen, even before that, she was going away from that type of eating, right? So what she was doing is she would just have a few bites and put it down, and that's it, because YouTube was changing their rules and she had gotten a lot of criticism for it, okay? If you've been watching her for a long time, you can attest to what I'm saying is exactly what happened in the Amberlynn Reid lore. She even recently, before she met Tommy, was saying that she would not do mukbangs anymore, that she wasn't interested in eating on camera. Okay. All of a sudden, since she's met Tommy, and especially since she is currently not physically with Tommy, they're in a long-distance relationship, she is eating over the top again. This is you getting all happy with a scallion and cream cheese, Amberlynn. What I'm trying to say is, we're not stupid, Amber. She believes that she's the smartest girl in the room. What she believes is, if she just tells her audience, a fraction of her audience that believes everything that she says, oh, I was always eating and I'm eating now, they'll just believe it. No, you used to eat in an over the top way. You stopped doing that because YouTube changed their rules. And also you were saying you're done with this type of content. And this is the most important thing I'm going to say in this video about the gaslighting and the eating. She literally was not eating that way at all on camera when she was with Tommy in Wisconsin. But as soon as she came back to Oklahoma and she's not with Tommy, of course she's eating for Tommy on camera. And again, in an over-the-top type of way. See, Amber, there, I fixed it for you. You're still gaslighting. This is a great example of her gaslighting and manipulation. So she takes a statement that is technically true. Yes, she was always eating on camera. And she thinks that most of us haven't been watching for a long time and don't know what it is. No, you're eating in a totally different way. And I want somebody, anybody out there, to ask her in a respectful way. If your girlfriend isn't what the internet thinks that she is and all that other stuff, why is it that when you were in Wisconsin, you did not do eating videos, but as soon as you are physically apart from your girlfriend and you're not, living together anymore, you are posting over the top eating videos? It's because they are clearly, in my opinion, for Tommy. That was an example of her gaslighting, and this is an example of a response. One more point, and I don't know how many of you caught this. Maybe a lot of people, caught this, maybe not, but tell me if you got this from her video. In her video, when she is explaining that she was like making these Starbucks videos, she was eating whatever, she's like, oh, this is on June 14th, way before I met Tommy. Okay, girl, Amby, you shouldn't have said that. We all know, based on what Valentine said, okay, Valentine is her ex-girlfriend in her head, the married woman that Amberlynn was dating but never met her. Valentine confirmed and did say that Amberlynn was talking to Tommy and to Valentine at the same time. Amberlynn, I know you're going to say that you miraculously, magically met Tommy. This is important. Like right after Valentine. But do I look like my Kermit was born yesterday? No. I don't believe you. So her putting that into her video, saying, oh, see, like here I am, doing a Starbucks taste test or whatever before I even met Tommy in June. Don't even try it, girl. You're always talking to multiple people at once. Please stop while you're not even ahead. As soon as Amberlynn came home to Oklahoma, she's been doing nothing but eating videos and thumbnails. Oh, and by the way, I'm sure that she will say that she did one tiny like food video in Wisconsin when she was talking about KFC. You can't even compare the way that she was eating in that one to the over-the-topness. And I never judge her eating. This is not about food for me. This is about her straight out lying and manipulating and gaslighting. Now, what has she been doing in the last few videos? I haven't really talked about her last few videos, because if you consider that content, well, my Kermit should have the best video in town in general. Basically, she's gearing up for January. What do I mean by that? Every single January, she pretends she's on a health and life journey, gets all the people to subscribe, gets new subscribers who are like, joining the gym and doing all that stuff, only to, haha, just kidding later. I don't care what she does with her health. I wish her all the best as always, but I do think it's disingenuous to manipulate an all new fresh audience into thinking you're on a health journey. You know how she said like, oh, in January, like recently she said in her video, I'm going to take it seriously, more seriously. You do this every single year, and I don't care that whatever you want to do for your own health, you can do whatever you want. Wish you the best. I think it's wrong to continuously manipulate a new fresh audience every January and pretend that you are on a health journey when you're not. My opinion, probably write off your next fad, whatever you're doing, okay? Now, there's something that she said in her new video about gaslighting that was about her mother. I wish her mom all the best. It sounds like her mother is having some problems with her brain, and she's getting an MRI of the brain, having some memory issues. Okay, well, I am hoping all the best for her mom. What's really interesting is that the mother goes to get an MRI, and then her appointment is canceled 15 minutes before.
Thanks for nothing.
Why is this constantly happening to Amberlynn and her mother? Either she's lying that it happened to her mother, or there's something very odd going on. This is now in two different states. Amber went to appointments, medical appointments herself in Kentucky, and her appointments were canceled in the 15 minutes before, and no one ever let her know. Now this is happening to her mother. Okay. There is one thing that I can think of that could be going on, unless Amber is just flat out lying. Okay, for most MRIs and CAT scans, the insurance needs to give something called an authorization. Depending on who's working at the medical office or hospital or wherever you're going to schedule to have an appointment at with that, right? The person in charge of that, they know that they need to get authorization from your insurance. That is usually done by sending, the doctor's notes, and where the doctor writes up like what the situation is and really explains it. Like sometimes when you need a CAT scan after getting a sonogram, for instance, the sonogram is sent along to the insurance company to show what's going on. It's pretty much an authorization is the insurance company feeling that something is medically necessary for you to do, like a CAT scan or an MRI. Giant, big ol' if Amberlynn is telling the truth. It's like I said, it's so sad you can't even trust anything she says. But if she's telling the truth, this is what might have happened. I'm not saying that this did happen, but it's just a small possibility. When you are, as a medical provider, requesting an authorization from an insurance company, you can't just request it and that's it. You have to provide doctor's notes. You have to provide a detailed reason why the procedure, like a CAT scan or an MRI, is medically necessary. So it's possible that the authorization for Amber's mom was requested, but the important paperwork that was supposed to be provided with it just was not. And by the way, I promise you that I have seen this happen on a few different occasions. That's how I know about this type of stuff, because I've seen it happen. I am not saying that that is what happened, because I also understand that, listen, things sometimes fall through the cracks. Nothing is perfect. The systems are not perfect. But the thing is, Amber could be making up the whole thing, or it could be like whatever's behind door number Kermit. I don't know. But just in general, if a medical provider is asking for an authorization without providing the proof of why the procedure is supposed to be medically necessary, then it will more than likely be denied. I don't understand how, if she no longer had an appointment and they canceled the appointment because they realized they didn't get an authorization, why didn't they tell Amber's mom like the day in advance? They would have known they didn't get the authorization the day in advance or something like that. So that's very odd. It's also really strange to me that nobody called Amber's mom the day before to confirm the appointment. Like, if a medical place didn't get your authorization, like if the place that's doing the CAT scan did not get your authorization, I think they would let you know that, I'm assuming. And just in general, they canceled your appointment. So they canceled the mother's appointment 15 minutes before the appointment time. However, they still called to confirm the day before that the appointment was on. See, this story doesn't make any sense. And when you have an unreliable narrator like Amber, this is where the problems arise. Or she's just lying in some way to hide something or do some kind of narrative that she's pushing, meaning Amber. Not the mother, but Amber. But I do think that this next part is really unusual and strange. Why is it that Amber and anyone associated with her is constantly having their appointments canceled? Probability of that happening, this is a math channel, is very unlikely. So there's something very odd going on. I'm saying, so this whole story makes absolutely no sense, but I do understand that, nothing is perfect. The systems aren't perfect. And maybe there was some kind of, mistake. But the weird thing about it is, if this just happened once or twice, they'd be like, okay, this is constantly happening to Amberlynn and to now people surrounding her. I consider that incredibly unusual. Like I said, the mathematical probability of Amberlynn and the people close to her constantly getting appointments canceled 15 minutes before without a phone call, and them not even confirming the day before, is really unusual. She must not be telling the full story. I don't know what's going on there, but because if you go through Amber's videos, she's done this before. One time she came to the cancer center in Kentucky, and they were like, we have no idea who you are, and you don't even have an appointment. And this continues and continues and continues. I think Amber went to do some other testing and this happened again. Something really unusual is going on. Anyways, I think it's really sad that she is an unreliable narrator and you cannot trust anything she says. So rinse, lather, Delulu, here we are. I wish her mom nothing but the best. I hope that everything's okay, because she's having some issues with her, brain. But the thing is that we're actually at the point where Amberlynn is complaining that she's being gaslit by her audience when she's proud of gaslighting her own audience. Amber, the problem is people can't be on your side because of the terrible relationship that you have with your audience. People feel for like other people on your channel, and maybe people like your mom and wish her the best, but you going off, going forward with being mean to your audience. Now we're not your friends. Now we're gaslighting you. Amberlynn, take responsibility for what you're currently doing and the relationship that you're involved in. And the way that you handle this situation says everything I need to know about your relationship, okay? Put some more onions in your chili, girl. All right, I want to thank you all so very much for watching today. Definitely appreciate your time. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave your comments and the dislikes down below. What did you think about this video? If you enjoyed today's video, especially if you didn't enjoy today's video, you're definitely not going to like my other video. So go ahead and check this video out that's popping up here. You may enjoy it, you may not enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, leave it a dislike. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time. Bye.